You press the power button. The screen went black. As far as you know, your TV is off. It might not be. By the end of this video, you'll know whether your TV is doing this, what it's keeping active, and whether turning it off is actually worth it. Samsung, LG, Sony, and Vizio all offer versions of this idea, but every one of them handles it differently. Depending on your TV, you'll find a setting like Quick Start, Instant On, or Remote Wake, all of them allowing the TV to remain more active in standby, whether that's to speed up startup, enable remote wake, or both. Here's the part that trips people up. It isn't one universal switch. Every brand built its own version, optimized for its own reason, and buried it in a different menu. Nobody coordinated on this. They just all landed in the same place on their own schedules, which is exactly why almost nobody has ever found theirs. Nobody asked your permission when you set the TV up either. It just shipped that way, quietly deciding for you. And before you assume the worst, this is not secretly destroying your TV. The real trade-off is smaller and more mundane than that. Standby power, background activity, and a few seconds of convenience. A TV sitting in standby all year barely registers on a power bill. This is about intent, not expense. First, the setting itself. A full cold start takes longer because the TV has to rebuild everything from scratch. You have felt this on a phone that takes 10 seconds just to wake up, annoying enough that an entire industry quietly engineered around it. These settings skip most of that wait by keeping key parts ready in standby instead, and unlike store or demo mode, which exists to make a showroom TV look unnaturally bright, this is just a normal home setting, running quietly in an ordinary living room. 4 brands, 4 different answers, and Samsung is the plot twist. You'd expect its version to speed up the physical remote. It doesn't. Samsung calls it Power On with Mobile, buried in your network and mobile control settings depending on your software version. It isn't for faster startup at all. It keeps your Wi-Fi and network connection alive in standby so the SmartThings app on your phone can wake the TV up remotely. Press the button on your actual remote and this setting isn't doing anything for you. Samsung's own documentation confirms standby power increases once it's turned on. That's consistent with how far Samsung has pushed SmartThings into the rest of the house. Thermostats, lights, locks, all controlled from one app, and the TV, it turns out, is just one more device on that same list. So if you own a Samsung and you've never once used your phone to turn the TV on, you're paying the standby cost of a feature you don't use. Check Power On with Mobile, and you'll know exactly where you stand. LG is the opposite. Here, the trade-off really is exactly what you think. It's called Quick Start Plus, buried a few menus deep under General, with the exact spot shifting depending on your TV's WebOS version. Even the name hasn't stayed consistent. Older software shortens it to Q Start Plus. Same feature, smaller label. Turn it on, and LG puts the TV into a more active standby specifically so it starts faster next time. Nothing more, nothing bundled in. LG's own documentation says plainly that enabling it can increase energy consumption. Just a direct trade, faster startup for a standby state doing more work. If 15 seconds of patience means nothing to you, there's little reason to leave it running. If your household turns the TV on and off 5 times before anyone actually sits down to watch something, that's exactly the convenience it exists to protect. Sony goes one step further and actually tells you the cost. It's simply called Quick Start, and Sony's own support documentation states it outright. Enabling it reduces startup time and lets certain functions load immediately, and standby power consumption increases as a result. No fine print. Most manufacturers make you dig for that kind of admission. Sony just prints it in the manual. You'll typically find it a few taps into your system settings, though the exact path can shift on newer menus. Sony also notes the TV's clock needs to be set for this to work, a sign it's scheduling something in the background, not just holding memory in place. If you rarely notice how long your TV takes to turn on, that's the clearest sign this setting isn't earning its keep in your home. And Vizio makes the decision almost impossible to miss. Vizio calls it Quick Start Mode, sitting inside your power settings, right next to its default alternative, Eco Mode. Wording can shift slightly by model, but the two options sit side by side. This is the one brand where you're not left guessing. The setting is named for exactly what it costs you. Most Vizio TVs ship in Eco Mode, which Vizio's support materials describe as drawing well under half a watt in standby. Switch to Quick Start, and the TV boots faster and can be woken by another connected device. But standby power stays meaningfully higher the entire time the TV isn't in use. Out of the four brands, this is the one where the trade-off is built right into the names. Confusing name, direct trade-off, explicit cost, visible choice, four brands, the same idea underneath. Which brings us back to the only question that matters. Should you turn it off? Here is the fastest way to answer that for your own TV. If you cannot remember the last time you used your phone to turn the television on, that is your answer for Samsung. If you have never once complained that your TV takes too long to start, that is your answer for LG, Sony, or Vizio. Keep it enabled if fast startup actually matters to you, multiple on and off cycles a day, or you rely on a phone app or another device to wake the TV. That standby cost is the price of something you are actually using. Turn it off if none of that applies. If the TV goes on once and stays on, if you've never used a mobile wake feature, or if your priority is simply keeping standby power as low as your TV allows. If it's a guest room TV nobody touches for weeks at a time, there's really no case for leaving it on. And if you've got more than one TV in the house, it's worth checking each one separately. This setting is per television, not a whole home default. To be clear, the trade-off here is standby power versus convenience, not a reason to panic about your TV. Now you know what to check, what it costs, and whether you actually need it. You just didn't know what off meant on the one sitting in your living room. Now you do.